Hi Capricorn, welcome to Key Wisdom Tarot. My name is Ruth and I am your tarot reader and Reiki Master. This video is exclusively for you Capricorns and cross watchers between the dates of today, the 22nd of May to the 10th of June. This is going to be a general reading. It's going to look at the general energies and influences. So whatever pops out will apply to some of you and not all of you. I am going to be doing a June love reading though for singles, people dating, super singles and people in couples, and that's going to be specific for your sign potentially as well. So if you haven't already, just subscribe to Key Wisdom Tarot and you'll get notifications of when those videos are going live. It will be at some time this week, hopefully, that I can get them all done and finished off and up for you. Okay Capricorn, so this is for you now, as you know, as some of you will remember from last time. Excuse me, I am a Capricorn. So let's see what's to come, shall we? Okay, this is the first card, is the Page of Swords, and that came out last time, I remember. Then we have the King of Wands, we have the Queen of Swords, and we have the Three of Swords, and one more wants to come out, so I'm going to put that one there. Okay, a lot of air energy at the moment, isn't there? That's that's like very obvious with all these swords everywhere. We've got a lot of air energy here. So air energy is all about our minds, our thoughts. It can also relate to social media and electronic communication as well. Okay, the air signs are Libra, Aquarius and Gemini, just in case that's got anything to do with any of you Capricorns out there. Very interesting actually, very interesting. Okay, I actually want to look first of all at the King of Wands, even though that came out second. Wand energy is related to fire signs, so the fire signs Aries, Leo and Sag, but it can be anybody, and it can be you Capricorn. It could be you, it could be me, you know. There are three people here, so let's have a look at who they are, who these energies are. The King of Wands energy is about being a master of taking action that is balanced, someone who listens to their inspirations and their passions and lets those things lead them. It's those things that they take action against and towards. They go towards the things that they are inspired to do, that they feel passionate about, and they are moved to do those things and to create those things and to see those things in the world and to see the actions created from these inspirations that we might get. Okay, that's in a very balanced way. The King of Wands is also someone who is confident as well, someone who has confidence. It's got a lizard on the card here, just at the bottom, if you notice, just at the bottom there, a little lizard. And lizards are mutable, and therefore for me the King of Wands is also mutable. So lizards can be happy on water or on land, and that is being mutable. It means that they can live easily in in different situations and different circumstances. So some of you may have been dreaming about somebody Capricorn. Someone could have been in your dreams. You could have been dreaming about somebody or something potentially, but you know, potentially is somebody, just because we've got these sword energies here. So someone you could have felt that presence, if you will, in your dreams. And we have the Page of Swords here. Let's go back to the beginning now. Page of Swords, again, air energy like the rest of these cards. And this card, you know, people call this like the stalker card. You know, someone's stalking you online, Capricorn, or you're stalking someone else on Capricorn. That sounds really dramatic. It might mean that you're like checking out the social media accounts, you know, you're checking the profiles on Facebook and Insta and wherever else, seeing what's going on. So someone could be doing that to you Capricorn, or you could be spying on somebody else. Now, this card did come up actually in the last video that I did for you, Capricorn, so you will know who that is, whether that is you or whether that is somebody else, okay? It feels like, though, you are the King of Wands, Capricorn, at the moment. That's what it feels like to me, and this is energy that's around you, and these are influences that are around you. So we've got this Page of Swords, this potentially younger sign, or someone of any sign, this younger person who is looking at you, is checking out your Insta, checking out your Facebook, just keeping an eye on what's going on. And I don't know why, you know, we'll clarify these cards, it'll be interesting to see, but you're obviously feeling very confident at the moment, Capricorn, and you're taking action and moving forward in a direction that you're passionate about, and this is what's going on around you. These energies are going on around you. It's as if this is you in the middle, and then there's this energy is going on around you. So we've got the Page of Swords, and then we've got the Queen of Swords here. Now the Queen of Swords is excuse me, the Queen of Swords, I'll just put that there, is again an earth sign. You know, the Queen of, the word stoic came to mind then, someone who's stoic and strong and clear in their thoughts. You know, in this situation, I'm not sure how, you know, she has got her back to the King of Wands. I'm not sure how mutable or how compassionate this Queen is at the moment, actually. I don't know how much the Queen of Swords wants to listen to somebody else, to anybody else. Maybe this is your energy at the moment. Maybe, you know, this is energy that's around you, so you're feeling very strong, very confident, you know, taking action on the things that that you're inspired to move towards. And the Queen of Wands may be giving you the impetus to speak clearly and to be direct about the things that it is that you want, or it could be another person that's around you. This could be your energy, or it could be someone else that's around you. We will clarify. We've also got here the Three of Swords. So, you know, it's very dramatic, this card, and it does talk about loss and the sadness that we feel when we lose things that we love. It could be that we've moved out of one job into another job, and it wasn't our choice, or and we feel disappointed and really saddened by having to make that decision, having to leave something behind. It could be that a relationship, clearly it could be a relationship that has caused you, Capricorn, to feel hurt, you know, broken by a commitment that you shared with somebody. But it's very interesting energy, because, as I said, it's as if this is around you. So some of you may be a port in the storm for your friends in these coming weeks. You know, you may have friends who go through heartache or sadness or loss, and you know, feeling really down, and it could be that these people or your friend comes to you, and you know, as a shoulder to cry on, as someone who can help them to get through something that they found really challenging. It could also be that there's, you know, if those of you that have got children in your family, in your relationships, there could have been some, you know, discord, and maybe someone's getting a little bit on, you know, people are getting on each other's nerves, or specifically someone's getting on your nerves. It's quite clear that this is your energy. The King of Wands is actually you, Capricorn. You're feeling quite grounded, and I don't believe that you've felt very grounded for some time. You know, that you've had your feet on the ground, and that you know which direction you want to go in. I think that's been something that maybe you have been a little bit imbalanced, or we have been a little bit imbalanced, maybe, Capricorn, over the last couple of weeks. And things have been challenging, things have been difficult, and maybe you felt isolated and alone in your home, in your house, with your family, with the people that are around you, your children, your wife, your husband. Maybe you felt alone, maybe life just carried on and things have just been normal around them, but you know, you have maybe been quite emotional about things, or quite anxious, or in your own mind about things, you know, working very hard on something, or trying to be focused, and there's been a lot going on that has distracted your focus. You are now coming out of that energy, as in you are feeling more focused, you're feeling more grounded, you're feeling more certain of the directions that you want to take. But there still might be, and there still is for some of us, for some Capricorns, there's some residual energies around, whether that comes from, as I've said, a friend who goes through some heartbreak and relies on you for guidance and clarity, whether it is this energy is people around you, you know, your family that you live with, or whether it's people watching you, you know, whether it's you feel that connection with somebody and someone's watching you, or whatever, you know, someone's trying to get back into your, you know, into your life. Maybe Capricorn, you know, you're feeling very straight forward, very clear in the direction that you want to go in, and that's something that I actually really like to see. Actually, this card also wanted to come out. Yeah, okay, this card also wanted to come out, and it's the 10 of Wands. Now, you know, look at the strain that that he is under, this person, this card is under, you know, carrying all these, you know, wands, you know, not able to even look up to see where you're going, just basically feeling under a lot of strain, a lot of stress, a lot of you know, physically feeling that as well. So you might have been tired, or you might have, you know, lacked an appetite, or felt unable to even have the time to eat, or unable to have the time to sit and rest, and it was just a case of moving forward, keep moving forward and carrying this weight, this burden. And you know, whether it's something that you know, 10s are an ending, you know, so whether it's something that this is about to end for you, or you're at the end of this, or that you realised that, you know what, I don't need to carry this burden, I don't need to carry other people's burdens, other people's annoyances, potentially. I don't need to take that on as my burden, as something that I have to worry about. And you know, you could move from the 10 of Wands here to the King of Wands, where you're able to, you know, hold one of your wands in your hands, you know, remember what you've learned in this, you know, this suffering, or this trial has not been for nothing, it's not wasted, your energy's not wasted, you know, and now we can use it in a measured way, in a confident way, and help us to move forward with all the learning from the 10 of Wands as well. Okay, so let's clarify some of these cards now. Let's just move these down along, and let's clarify each of the cards, okay, and we'll see what comes out. And we'll see potentially, I think I want to look quite closely first of all. I'll look at the King of Wands first of all, and then we'll look at the page, okay? So let's look at the King of Wands, because I really do believe this to be you, Capricorn, or it was Capricorns actually. I mean, it's been hard, it's not easy being a Capricorn, you know. I think I mean, I would say that, wouldn't I? You know, I don't think that Capricorn is an easy sign to be, because I think people have got so much expectations of the sign. People expect Capricorns to be a certain way, driven, you know, hardworking, ambitious, maybe even aloof, maybe overconfident, maybe confident, and hardworking, and, you know, rich, and, you know, successful. People expect those things from Capricorns. They expect intelligence, and, you know, you as a Capricorn you've got high standards for yourself, for your reasons. You know, I know what the reasons are for me, and for my, what I feel, and you know what yours are for yourself. And, you know, sometimes the strain of sort of living up to the expectations of your own expectations, and also the expectations of others, you know, what other people just expect. They expect you to just be able to do it all and carry it all, and you know, do it with a smile on your face, you know. And I think sometimes, you know, that recently is you know, that's been something that you found quite difficult, some of you, some of us. And you know, it's clear now. I'm hoping, I feel like this is the Capricorn energy right now. The King of Wands energy is Capricorn energy. So I want to clarify that and just see, you know, this is something that we can expect to be over. I mean, we have got the 10, so we do expect it to be over. Okay, okay, so we'll just clarify this King of Wands. Okay, okay, so we've got the 5 of Swords again, and more energy here, you know. So you know, 5s are a challenge card. 5s are always challenges and changes, and they're always involving other people as well on a 5. So not like a 7 of Swords, you know, that might be a challenge, but it's one that is sort of yours to overcome. You know, when we have 5s, we have other people's influences and involvement. It doesn't mean that that has to be direct necessarily. It could be in the way that I was just saying, you know, that people expect, you know, certain things from you, Capricorn, and you expect certain things from you, Capricorn. And you know, maybe that's something that you found quite challenging, you know, overcoming those expectations in a way that's truly in alignment with who you are on a soul level, and not what it says in a book about what it is to be a typical Capricorn or whatever, you know, or not what your brothers and sisters say about you from the past, or not what, you know, your wife or your husband expect, or no, you know, it's something that's been challenging you, you know, this idea of expectation. This card just fell out as well. I'm going to use it to clarify the 5 of Swords as well, and it's the King of Swords. So you've really spoke some sense to yourself. You've really gained some clarity now, Capricorn. You're starting to realise the influence of these expectations, of these, you know, what people expect of me, what people expect I do, how people expect I behave, or what my life should be. You have mastered those thoughts now, and that challenge now, and you're moving into being able to yield your sword, to use your sword and say, this is the truth, this is my truth. And you're now going to speak your truth, and you're now going to act on your truth with the King of Wands. Okay, so again, there's a lot of air energy, so there's a lot of thinking been going on, reflecting been going on, you know, communication maybe over the phone. I don't feel like you've had lots of heart-to-hearts with people necessarily, but you know, you've spent time yourself thinking about this. Okay, I'm going to clarify, that just fell out, but it's not to clarify anything necessarily. That could be, again, talking to people, actually, you know, trying to get help, you know, trying to sort of gain some understanding about things. Okay, let's clarify the rest of the cards now in succession. So we've got the Page of Swords. So we've got the Ace of Wands there. So, you know, there could have been, you know, this could have been, you know, as I said, people around you watching you, checking you out, or, you know, younger people in your life, you know, doing your head in, annoying you, stressing you out. There's a new beginning anyway, so action is being taken. So if it is, you know, a case of having to discipline the children in the family, or people who are talking negatively and stirring it up and being silly, then you'll be able to have a new beginning and speak more directly and be able to take action to change the situation. It could be that if someone has been watching you, Capricorn, someone has been checking you out on Insta, on Facebook, etc., they could take action to have some contact with you maybe, or something like that. Okay, so there's a new beginning in that energy. There's a new beginning in that Page of Swords energy. If someone's been standing back and not being involved, but just sort of being around but not really being involved fully in your life, that's something that there could be a new beginning there, actually. So that's really positive. Let's have a look at the other two cards, the other three cards finally. Queen of Swords. In fact, I don't need to look at the Queen of Swords. I want to look at the Three of Swords, actually. We've got a lot of air energy, as I've said, so some of you could be dealing with an air sign, a Libra, Aquarius or Gemini. Some of you could be dealing with that, but do you know what it really feels like? It really feels like you're on your own in this. Whether you're in a relationship or not, or in a family or not, it really feels like what you've been dealing with has been something that you've had to deal with for yourself and think through and apply some logic, really, and take away the emotion. Okay, we're going to clarify this one, and we've got the Page of Cups. So if there has been heartbreak, actually, I mean, we've got two pages here, Page of Swords and Page of Cups. You know, it could be that there is a page around you. It could be that you've, you know, broken up with someone, separated from somebody. There seems to have been a lot of, I don't want to say chaos, but chaos, you know. Chaos sounds dramatic, but there seems to have been a lot of moving parts around you, you know, a lot of shifts, things have changed. You felt quite unbalanced because of these changes and the things that have been going on, and maybe there's been someone else involved in it. Maybe it wasn't the end of a relationship or a separation in a relationship, and you know, even though you weren't directly in contact with this person, you know, the influences that has been quite, you know, dramatic for you, and it's been quite unsteadying for you, and it's been quite a strain for you, Capricorn. You know, it could be, you know, that this heartbreak is related to a Page of Cups, someone that presents as someone who loves you, maybe someone who's younger than you, maybe again a child. You know, you could have had arguments with children. Something's caused you disappointment, and it's this Page of Cups. It could be a water sign, that's Cancer, Scorpio or Pisces, but it could be any sign. It could be someone younger again, because as I said, pages represent those people, you know, people that are younger than us. So you know, you may be 20 and you might be dating somebody who's 18, I don't know, in that, you know, that kind of way. So you know, there has been some sort of heartbreak. I will do some clarifying actually of the Page and the Ace. Actually, I want to see what they're coming out as. Anyway, and finally, let's just clarify, have a look at the 10 of Wands. Okay, so the strain, it does seem now like it maybe was a relationship. You know, we were, some people have been, you know, actually through quite a difficult time, feeling alone and really feeling like they are, you know, and really feeling, you know, in the past couple of weeks like you've been a little bit unsteady, and you know, it could have been because of a breakup of a relationship, or a few changes that have come in. Those changes that have come in have made you sort of question your ability to show up in life, you know, question the things that you want and the direction that you want to go in, and the strain of that has been quite heavy. You know, you felt like you've had to carry that by yourself. If you've separated from somebody, you've put that strain down, and you then are single and happily single. You know, it's quite interesting to see, you know, that the Nine of Pentacles is someone who is independent and secure. It doesn't necessarily mean single, actually. It could mean that you're within your own right, you're starting to value yourself, you're starting to see, you know, what you have to offer. You know, you've got all your pentacles, you know, you've got your beauty, you've got your work ethic, and this is Capricorn's energy. You know, this is Capricorn's energy, you know, this is pentacle energy, so it's earth energy, so it is our energy. So you know, this, we're moving, you know, some of us have been through heartbreak, some Capricorns have been through heartbreak, and it's challenged them, it's challenged you, okay? So we are moving, I mean, I don't know where we're moving actually. Let's just clarify, let's just have a look at some outcomes then, what we can expect. You know, what can Capricorn expect outcome wise then between the 22nd and the 22nd of May and the 10th of June. Let's have a look for some outcomes for Capricorn, okay? Is it this one? I think it's this one. So we've got, again, sword energy, Ace of Swords. There's a lot of communication, actually, a lot of communication, and a lot of clarity. This is what you can expect, Capricorn. You can expect communication, and you can expect clear communication. You can expect no bullshit communication, excuse my French, but that means that I mean, look, we've got King and Queen of Swords, we've got Page of Swords, we've got Four of Swords, we've got Ace of Swords, we've got Five of Swords. There's a lot of swords, which is suggestive of a lot of communication. You know, this is something that, and clarity for you as well, mental clarity. So regardless really as well of if someone else is going to come in and give you and speak to you or say something to you, and this one's on the bottom actually, King of Pentacles, another earth sign, you know, another Capricorn, Taurus or Virgo, some of you could have been dealing with, but again, all represented here. You've found your clarity now. You know, you're not living up to other people's expectations or your ridiculous expectations of how you were 20 years ago or how you were 5 years ago. You know, this is you now. This is you now. You can move forward. You can be confident in moving forward. There's energy around you though as well. There's residual energy from something else. You know, so some of you could have been, you know, been through a breakup that was difficult and that hurt you, and you know, that's something that's residual. It remains, the energy of that. But it seems, because we've got this Page of Wands along with the Ace of Wands, that, you know, there could be a change in that. We'll just quickly clarify. This video's going on a little bit actually, but I'll just quickly clarify this Ace of two aces though. Again, you know, the universe is not messing about, Capricorn. The universe, you've been doing stuff. You've been working on you. You've been reflecting on stuff. You've been reflecting on stuff. You've been working hard. You know, you've been going through healing. You've not been letting yourself off the hook. You've been holding yourself accountable. And what you now realise is that everything you need, you have, regardless of who else is here around or not. The card that just flew out there was the Six of Wands. So again, this is the victory card. You know, this is the victory. This is the victory that you've been waiting for, that we've been waiting for, that we've been straining to get to. You know, the place where we've been wanting to be at for all this time. So this is a confirmation, really, Capricorn, that you can expect, you know, new beginnings, you know, an ending of that energy, no matter who caused it. We're feeling good and confident and independent. And the solitary cards, you know, I don't see anything, you know, necessarily related to relationships apart from the Page of Cups, Cups energy. But we've got new starts and we've got new beginnings, okay? So, and you've got victory, you've got an overcoming of the things that have been challenging you, the things that have sort of slightly left you off kilter a little bit, made you feeling a little bit unbalanced, you know, whether emotionally, you know, mentally. You know, we've got some clarity. That card just came out again. Knight of Swords. Someone could be coming towards you to give you some clarity about something, to speak truthfully to you about something, to state that they want a new beginning, or you yourself are just going to be carrying the torch forward and moving in a new direction with the Wand energy. It's a King of Wands, and with the Six of Wands supporting you. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that, Capricorn. Remember, I am going to be doing a reading that's specifically related to love, okay, and that's going to go out this week at some point. So please subscribe if you haven't already. Okay, Capricorn, I really hope you enjoyed that reading. Thank you very much for being here. I'll speak to you again soon. Take care. Bye.